hopefully in this video I can give somebody out there a little bit of advice and maybe some information on how to start their YouTube fishing video, maybe just a YouTube channel in general. But I'm gonna talk a little bit about how I got started with mine and just some stuff, maybe some just helpful tips I've learned over the last couple of years. One thing I would like to say is what level of importance are you giving to your channel? I know if you hear people talk about if you're wanting to do something, you got to go 100% in. I started my channel as a hobby, and it wasn't a job or something like that, so I don't want to put too much time into it. You know, you usually don't hear people say that, but I mean, it's probably not even my top 10 priorities in life. So I do get caught up sometimes fishing a little bit more than I should and spending more time on it than when I could be. You know, maybe I need to help. I got a lot of family and people at church and stuff like that. Sometimes you need to devote some or give some time to help them. Don't push everybody off and just get so involved in your channel. I'm a Christian, and I want that to be shown somehow through my channel. I want that to be a part of it. I want people to know that. So I'm not just going to talk about it all the time, but I'm going to have start doing a verse at the end. And I had a couple videos from I think showing some stuff at church or talking about church before. So I kind of want that to be a part of my channel. Everybody's got, you know, different beliefs, and there are different things that they want to be associated or want their channel to show, and that's just one of the things. So I'm going to have some stuff like that. So I want to make sure I'm not taking time away from going to church and doing the church activities and the programs that I'm a part of. So I want to, you know, and also it's easy to lose focus on some of the things. I have to prepare songs and games for children's church and stuff, and I can't get consumed doing this channel and working on it all the time, or just get caught up doing it where I'm not focusing my time and efforts to other things that I need to be doing. Just a quick thing about growing your channel. A lot of people will ask and say, hey, subscribe to my channel and I'll subscribe to yours. I mean, I usually do that, but you know, that person's channel, I'll subscribe to it. Do I pay it a lot of attention? Sometimes I do. Sometimes I'm like, okay, I'll just do it. I would suggest a good way to do it is just to comment on other people's videos and just make a good comment. Don't just say nice video. Say, I really like this part of it, or this is really good, or you're good at this, or I really like your channel about this, you know, and observe other people's channels. And I watch little people's channels, big people's channels. I watch all kinds of stuff, and I'm like, all right, I can do that. I'm not gonna do that. You try to add to your channel, but also if you comment and just say stuff and just try to communicate with other people, a lot of times they'll take notice and maybe they'll subscribe to you, and you can gain subscribers that way. When I first started, I had the idea, I was like, hey, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel on fishing creeks. There's a lot of creeks in this area, and there's probably more creeks in the area that you live in than you think of, because I go places all the time, people are like, where's that at? Or they never think about stuff like that. And I was like, this will be something fun. I grew up doing it, fishing in creeks, and used to carry a fishing pole with me at my last job all the time. And I moved here to this area about 4 years ago, and I was like, I'm gonna start doing, you know, just making videos on creeks. And so I was like, all right, I need to buy a laptop and a camera, and that was like $1,000 for that. I didn't have either one. And if you watch my last video on cameras, I show you which camera I started out with and which cameras I'm using now. But you know, it's taken me a while and a few cameras to figure out which ones I like, how to operate them, you know, how to edit it, this and that. And it just takes a little while to get in your groove what you want to do. So I'm trying not to spend too much money on stuff like that. I'm trying to just keep it low cost. Like I said, right now I've made $200 total in 2 years from the YouTube. And so maybe I can make some money in the future. If I start making money or something like that happens, I'll let you know. I'll kind of keep it updated. That way you kind of know what's going on. But it's not like something that just, you know, you're going to get rich overnight. Actually, all my views total, I think it's like 212,000 total views. Half of those views are from one video, which is crazy. And it's a video that I didn't even think that was that good. It was an underwater video. And half of my total views are from one video. So it's kind of good and kind of bad. I'm like, man, I need to make my other ones a little bit better. They're not growing. But if you put some videos out there and you got several of them, and over time, some of them can start growing. Just after time goes by, they might start picking up steam and start growing. You never know. I make videos now, about 2 years in, like I said, about 85 videos, because I just enjoy doing it. I like doing it. At least once a week, I'm like, you know what, why am I even doing that? I'm not even gonna do it. Then the next day I'm like, hey, I gotta go make a fishing video or make some kind of video. It's just kind of one of those things like, it's just like a hobby of mine. I used to play basketball all the time, but around here I don't have a lot of people to play basketball with. So I spend a lot more time like fishing and just watching YouTube, watching all these other YouTubers and watching how they do videos, watching the little channels, the big channels. And I've just been learning a ton last couple years from just fishing and YouTube in general and everything. When I go out to make a video, I got a plan in mind. Like I'm going to this creek, maybe I'm using a certain lure, or I'm just gonna try and catch a certain fish, or maybe I'm just going like, all right, I'm just going fishing at this spot. I just wanna either try it out or I like that spot. About every one out of every 2 or 3 times, I'm gonna make a video out of it. So there's several, all the time, if you're making videos, you know this, all the time you got all these plans and it doesn't work out. You can't be discouraged about that. You gotta say, well, that ain't good enough for me. You know, you got a certain level of kind of videos you wanna put out, and you're like, I'm not gonna put that one out. You know, I'm just gonna have to trash it. I hate doing that because I feel like I wasted all that time, but you didn't really, you know. The whole point of me making these videos is just because I like have fun going out and doing it. So even if it doesn't work out, you know, it's still a fishing trip. So I get this question pretty often about making videos and why am my channel not growing. When I started, it took me right at a year to get 100 subscribers. And when I started, I was like, you know, if I get 300 or 400 subscribers, I'm doing pretty good. The more I know about YouTube, I'm like, wow, that's nothing. There's people that after a first year, they got 100,000 subscribers. Well, that's not gonna be me, so don't worry about that. But I'm happy that I made it over 1,000. You know, it took 2 years. Some people may have been doing this for 2 years and only got a couple hundred. Some people have been doing it for 2 years and like I said, and got 10 to 100,000. Everybody's gonna have different, everything's a little bit different. But before you get discouraged, before you just stop, I would suggest make 15 to 20 videos at least. Try to make 15 to 20 videos that you like watching. Something that you would subscribe to. If you're making a video and you're like, that's dumb, but you're just putting it out there, well, who else is gonna like it? Try to make something that's interesting at least, or something that you enjoy doing. If you go to a fish store, Bob's Fish Store, and you go in there and he's got 2 fishing poles and 2 lures, you're probably gonna be like, I'm not coming back to this place. But people that know Bob are gonna go there and maybe he's got something there they want. But if you go to Cabela's or Bass Pro, they got hundreds and hundreds of fishing poles and all kinds of tackle. You're gonna say, oh yeah, I'm coming back here. You're only gonna purchase like 0.1% of stuff in that store, but you're gonna keep coming back to it. So if you're making, if you only have like 5 or 6 videos, don't be surprised if people aren't subscribing. Try to make a bunch of videos. That way when people go to it, like, hey, I like that one, I like that one. There's a lot of people I watch. I subscribe to like over 100 people at least. And I try to go through and watch them, a lot of people. Some people I watch other videos. Majority of people, I'm not gonna watch everybody's video. I'm gonna say, oh, I like this one. And then the next one comes up, no. Next one, no. Next one, okay, I'll watch that one. And everything's a little bit different. Everybody likes different taste. Everybody likes a different style. I do creeks and freshwater, mostly Tennessee. Hopefully doing some Georgia this year. Some people, maybe they don't care about that. Maybe they want to see saltwater fishing or bass fishing out of boats and stuff. So I'm gonna be different than everybody else. Your channel's gonna be different than everybody else's. Just make it you. Make it unique to whatever you want it to be. Just do the kind of fishing videos that you want to produce, no matter if people like them or not. Don't be worried about criticisms and people not liking your videos. I mean, obviously, a lot of time when you get criticism, you know, it's probably got some kind of point to it. So you can work on that, but don't let it just like ruin you. You know, get a little pot belly here, my teeth are crooked, and I never even cared about how crooked my teeth were till I watched myself on YouTube. I'm like, man, that guy's got crooked teeth. And I'm like, oh, that's terrible, but you know, I'm probably not gonna spend the money on getting them fixed. I got balding, you know, spots going on. I'm not gonna let it bother me. Well, not too much anyways. But you know, I'm just gonna keep making videos, keep doing what I'm doing, as long as I enjoy it. Whenever I stop enjoying it, then I'm probably gonna stop doing it. But you know, whenever you're gonna stop enjoying going fishing. Alright, so I'm not usually that good of a talker. I had to write all this stuff down. Like I said, this is the second time I'm making this video. Hopefully this time I'm gonna edit it and I'm gonna say, okay, that's good enough. So hopefully this helped you out if you're starting, or if you've been out for a while, maybe you learned something. If you got any questions or comments or anything you want to ask me, just, you know, put them in the comments and I'll try to answer it. If I know it, if I don't know it, then I'll let you know. If you have any suggestions for me, I always like hearing suggestions. Say, hey, do this, do that. Maybe I'm not doing something right with my cameras. Maybe there's a editing software that's better, or music or something like that. I love hearing feedback. Thanks for watching. I hope you like this. Have a good day.